Aloha, I'm Felicia Miller Johnson, and I conduct work life video interviews with career professionals that become an all intuitive conversation. Aloha, and welcome to another episode of All Intuitive Conversation. I connect with my guests all into bring hopes and inspiration that encourages people to live smart and ascend to new levels of success in their work and life. So today I have the pleasure of connecting with Bobbie James. And Bobbie's name actually means foreign and stranger. However, she is not a stranger to me. She is a guest that I met a couple years ago. So I have the pleasure of reconnecting with her today. I have not talked to her in a while though. So let's bring her to the screen. Aloha, Bobbie.
Aloha, Felicia.
How are you?
I am fantastic, thankful.
You always have that thankful kind of energetic energy about you. Like I said, you and I are have connected a couple, it's been years ago now.
I know, right?
Um but however, we hadn't chatted in a while, and you've never had an all intuitive conversation with
Right.
me. So with that, tell me, what's been going on new in your life?
Wow. So, thank you for the compliment.
Yes.
I have been growing. I
Yes.
have been awakened.
Uh-huh.
I have been allowing.
Well, it's
Um,
interesting because already, like, you had three cards come out immediately. Like I said, when somebody already knows, like, they come out. So when you said awaken, I was like, yes, okay, you've been awakened. Uh-huh. Yes. And
and so
allowing.
Yes, and so I'm for exercise and connecting with nature and meditating and things like that, right? That
Mm.
recently it's really been presented to me, and we hear it all the time, but the difference of our minds operating from gratitude and appreciating the little things and the beautiful things around us versus a mindset of lack, right? So I
Mhm.
went through this life-changing situation last year, and I was in this different space. Again, you said I'm always having this gratitude, attitude, and I lost that for a moment. And
Really?
so it's returned to me because I've, again, been growing and opening myself up to understanding the different facets of our lives and that they have purpose, regardless
Mm.
of what that might be, good, bad, and in between. If we look at it as an opportunity of learning or purpose, there's so much beauty in that. And so coming to that moment in my walk on Saturday, I was just the bird, the bees were buzzing, the flowers were blooming, the people just everything had a glow and light and love about it, right? And it's
Oh, yes.
like, yes, I'm coming me. As you said, that is a natural thing.
Yes. Like you said,
Yeah,
this
right.
glow, this light, this whole nature in the scene. In the bottom of the card, it says an amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous, optimistic. So it's like, okay, yes. And then the other card that came out, Bobby, already was the lovers card in holding hands. And at the bottom of it says, embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart, vibrant health, or recovery from an illness. So tagging that back along to what you were already saying, that you were recovering and you were awakening. And then, of course, here, notice that he is still surrounded by all of these flames, which is connected to your name, meaning which is foreign, stranger, but also it means bright flame
Mhm.
and fame. So it's like, okay, you are embodying all of all of that. So, like I said, we hadn't talked. So I can't even really imagine, like I said, because all the interactions that I had with you before, you were always like that little smiling, bright flame, energetic,
Yeah.
music and everything. So What happened?
Yeah. My 18 and a half year relationship ended.
The lovers. Hmm. How did you process through that? Oh, Bobby, are you still there? I think you're frozen.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, you're coming back in.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did you, with the
So you
lovers
were
and
saying
yeah,
the
the
lovers
lovers
part.
in the relationship, breaking down. So, how did you process through that? No, I'm losing you again. Hmm.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to take my phone and see
Okay.
if that will make a difference for us.
Yes.
Okay, I took my Wi-Fi off the phone.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Can you hear me better?
Yes, I can
Awesome.
hear you.
So you're
Yeah.
asking about, ask that
The
question again.
relationship. Yes. So, with the relationship in the end of your 18 relationship, talking about the lovers, how did you process through that time? What did you do?
Yeah. Initially, I was lost. I was devastated. I was just like, wow. When you think you found the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with, and it
Mm,
ends. I'm a kind of a planner by nature, and so I felt that I had taken the steps to commit to this relationship to where, um, through even challenges, we were going to make it, right? And
yeah.
so I basically released in trust that I was doing the things necessary and that it would work.
Yeah.
However, I would say what got me to the other side is the understanding that as beautiful as the relationship was and as long as it lasted, perhaps that wasn't my true love. That wasn't my forever relationship.
Mm,
But be thankful that it taught me and it presented itself what love potentially could look like, and that I was willing to put in the work. Prior to that
mhm.
relationship, I was unwilling to put in the work, and therefore they didn't last. So, again, coming to the other side of appreciation and gratitude, I
Yes.
learned from that relationship. And so once I released the lack, the hurt, and came to this other side of appreciation, so many things are opening up.
Mhm. Yes. Um, so what came to my mind, was it the song? Was it Ariana Grande? Because I know you appreciate music. You have like all different types of
Yes,
music. And the song that
yes.
immediately came through as you shared your story was Thankful for My Ex. And she goes through this whole thing of, one what is it? One taught me love, one taught me patience. Like she goes through this whole thing,
Yeah,
but
right.
it's the philosophy of what you're just saying. Like she's showing appreciation for they're my exes, but I'm thankful that they taught me how to be patient. One taught me how to love, and one taught me how to do all these different things. And so when you were sharing that, um, that's what was coming on in my mind. It was like
Yeah,
you turned that situation because here when you were talking about you were awakened and you were up, it now makes sense with what's on the bottom of this card. And it says unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies, but allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the situation. Sleepless nights, refocus your thoughts. And so it's like, yeah, in the beginning, it might be like sleepless thoughts, like, hey, what happened to my relationship? I thought I was doing everything I was supposed to do. But then the bright flame, the nature, the walks, which you were talking about. But at the
right.
bottom of this card, it says, an amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous, and optimistic. Now is the time to take action. Do what you're passionate about. So I know I'm recalling a little bit about what you were passionate about was helping others, and you had a nonprofit. So tell me
Yes.
a little bit about how James Connections is thriving and where is it at, and is this, are you, I'm assuming you're still doing that.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jams Connections. So we are uh, rebranding and growing and learning and evolving. Um,
So
just
you're in a stage of
again,
fluidity.
yes,
So Janelle Monáe talks about who's into music. Because like I said, I was called to this day because of the music history app. So fluidity. So you're flowing. Okay. Yes.
yes, yes. So we're transitioning into more of that true education space. So we're going to launch an education program next spring is our targeted time. And as you know, one of the things we did was manage and produce events. So
Mhm.
utilizing that experience and now promoting that we're available for hire. So we're kind of positioning that different than the way we've done before. And
Mhm.
really, Jams Connections is purposeful because
Yes.
I love making connections, right? And so,
Yes.
really making those connections that uh, helps us to do the work that I aspire to do, the vision that I have for Jams Connections. So, I'm super excited. And sometimes when we see something as a loss, it truly is a win and a gain, right? And so, again, as I'm awakened and open and learning and growing, I'm seeing things at such a different perspective, right? Rather
Yeah.
than, oh, we haven't done this, but these are the things we have done, or I don't have this, but these are the things I do have, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I know you know this, Felicia, is that all the mindset and how we see things or say to ourselves or think to ourselves are the things we attract and bring, right?
Indeed. Indeed. So one of the, like I said, the philosophy you go by is living smart. And
Yes.
so I know you enjoyed working, you enjoy doing all these different things. But tell me, is Bobbie open to love again?
Bobbie is.
Tell me about what that looks like.
um, Someone to whom I can be truly me without fear. Someone that I can embrace them truly without fear.
Mhm.
I mean, that's just what oozes from me. Um, I love my friends. I love my family. I love my significant others. I love community, right? I'm a social butterfly. And I went out dancing here recently and met a random couple. And
Yes.
she said to me, "Thank you so much for your time and your words. My spirit needed that." Right. And I said to her, "Thank you." Because having interactions, genuine, authentic interactions like that feed my soul. Right. And having someone in my life that knows that to be true and not threatened by, I love. I want to be able to do that freely without reservation or control or constraint.
So again, was still tapping into the energy, and as you shared, and so literally this card that came out is here is dealing with the heart chakra, which is green and connected, and that's where I had like landed it. And here's what it says, Bobbie: generosity. As you were talking about the woman that you met, and it says generosity is sharing. I give myself freely and I am open to opportunities, which goes back here, back to the whole nature of it says an amazing opportunity to do so. I do this because I can and I expect nothing in return. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit. Through love, I
Oh,
have a positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on the healing and transformation of both myself and others.
whew. Felicia, that just speaks me. And the emotion that really came over me is like tearful joy. And because that was like affirmation, confirmation that that's me. And I want someone to embrace that, right? And not douse the flame of that, not try to want me to dim my light, not see that as a threat or a
Bobbie, you're a
way,
bright
but
flame. You're a bright light. It is that is the flames. You have many of them surrounding you.
yeah,
I mean, that's all in this. It's who you are, it's who your essence is. So, yes, it's no longer can Bobbie sacrifice who she
yeah.
is, right?
Whew,
Um,
right.
and like I said, the card says, embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart, vibrant health, or recovery from an illness. So, like, you're recovering because, in a way, part of that illness feels like, why squash yourself? Why feel like
Right.
you have to dim your light?
Right.
Shine and be who you are. Because that's the other thing that goes back to here was Janelle Monáe. Like when she first came out, like she kind of had like on this like a certain look. She
Hmm.
had the pompadour, she had the kind of like the suit, and it was like I think I recall like it was homage to her parents who had to wear like uniforms per
Hmm.
se when they came out. But she was who she is. She made no apology about
Yeah.
that. You know, she
Right.
was fluid. This is how I am.
Yeah.
Um, and I know that based off of your history, it's even the fluidity in your love and what that
Yes.
looks like for you,
Yes.
not some construct of what people or society says love is supposed to look like,
Right.
but you are just, I'm fluid.
Yes.
I'm
Oh
fluid.
my goodness. Yes,
Like,
Felicia. Right.
that's who I am. I make no
Yes.
apologies
Yes.
about that
Yes.
whatsoever.
Thank
So,
you for that. Thank you for that because that's exactly my rediscovery of me, right? And one of the things that I did, I went through these various journeys. I talked about my journey, my healing journey from an unexpected divorce, my healing journey back to love, my healing
mhm,
life is a journey, just all these versions, right? But me reawakening myself to my true self, right? And there's things that I'm
mhm,
learning that I even stifled and protected myself because of childhood things. And the
mhm,
awakening to understanding and connecting to those things has been empowering and beautiful. I'm really open now to look at the darkness of things and learn from them, not be a
mhm,
victim to them or them hold me back. I don't have to wear this armor anymore of protection because I know who I am and I'm shining my light. And that's one of my hashtags.
shining your
Right.
light. But even
Right.
in the midst of quote unquote darkness, like the
Yes.
moon, like you're bright, you're a light, like you can still see. But it's what I love is what you say is like you're learning how to navigate that. And it's like the example that's coming forth. Many times people talk about, because you said, I'm a social butterfly. Many people are
Hmm.
very familiar with the terminology of butterfly and transformation. But what you don't often
Yeah.
hear about is like the moth. The moth is
Right.
in that same family of
Yes.
transformation. But the difference about
Yes.
the moth knows how to navigate the darkness. The moth is
Yes.
drawn to what? The light.
The
It's still about
light.
transformation.
Yes.
Navigate the dark,
Yes.
but I can still
Yeah.
find where the light is in the midst of all of that.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
like I love that, but people don't talk about that very often because most people just talk about the
Absolutely.
butterfly because it's there.
That's
I'm like, oh
right.
well, yeah. I'm like, well, I expect the butterfly to find the flower. It's light. They can see it. They can get to it. Like that's great,
Right.
But
Right.
let's talk about that moth that can
Yes.
navigate the dark
Yes.
and still find the light and be who
Yes.
it is. And
Yes.
it's
That's
that's
beautiful. Yes.
what I'm seeing and feeling for you and connecting to who that is, and that you're still going to have that smile, the generosity that you're sharing, and the light, and that's going to lead you to this next thing.
Yes.
So, looking into the future,
Yes.
2 years from now, What does Bobbie's life look like?
2 years from now, financially stable,
Hmm.
living a life of true love and light, and truly shining bright without apology.
So, the final card that I had sitting here waiting was another artist, hip hop artist named Dreezy. And you see her, she got on her like Chanel earrings, her clothes, she is confident, and her phrase is ambition. So, being called to let you know a little bit about Dreezy.
Okay.
When Jeezy first entered the rap game, it was through Chicago's fair weather drill rap scene, where emerging artists shared stories and songs reflecting the dangerous neighborhoods where they thrived and survived. Jeezy's remix of the collab between Nicki Minaj and Chicago local G Herbo and Shark showed hip hop that a bright new artist was about to take over. So, a bright new Bobbie is about to take over.
Yes.
Yes, however, the drill scene, while boasting several male stars, had only a select few women, including Dreezy, Shashko Hart, and Katie Got Bands. It was a limiting space for young artists. Okay, so the thing that was connected here was like before you were in a limiting space.
Yeah.
It's time to expand upon that. Dreezy quickly found her voice, refusing to be boxed in, setting out to conquer across industry from music and acting to fashion. Talk about hashtag goals. Speaking of hashtag goals, Dreezy's telling you it's time to set some new ones for yourself. Resolutions aren't just for New Year's, so write them down now and start plotting your next moves. You are prepared to level up, but may be unsure how. Develop a step by step plan with realistic milestones along the way. Remember, setting your expectations too high could be setting yourself for disappointment, discouragement, or ultimately failure. If you drill into your mind that small steps will lead to a greater end result, you'll understand the value of having a plan. You know how the Benjamin Franklin saying goes. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So all those
Yes.
things
And
that
it's so on
point
point, Alicia, so on point.
is it. Um, but you can do this.
Yes.
And the levers, everything about you, you're gonna well, it's already happening because, like I said, looking at you here from that time frame of where you still have this light, you're still shining, you're still exuding
Yeah.
that, and that you made that through. That's wonderful. So now, 2 years from
Yeah.
now, the goal is the things you're talking about, financial freedom and doing those things. Um, really plan for that
Yeah.
because I think what okay. So the encouragement is plan and remember to take care of Bobbie in the sense of
Yes.
you do have a tendency to be very generous, um, free flowing, giving.
Yeah.
It's free, it's
Yeah.
free, it's free, it's free. And it's like, okay, but plan how you're going to have your own financial freedom 2 years from now.
Yeah. I tell you,
Mhm.
Felicia, I really am in that space. I've already made changes, all laying down the plan to get up to that. Really, it is
Okay.
gang. Um, and it's just beautiful how it's kind of like a confirmation of the steps I've taken in the direction I'm going with myself personally, as well as Jam's Connections, that I did the right thing, I'm doing the right thing, and to get us in the
Hmm.
direction that I envision. Yeah.
Yep. Confirmation, which is all about encouraging you to continue
Yes.
to live smart. So also, I'm
Yes.
not familiar with her, Dreezy. So encouraging you and Janelle Monet. The next time maybe you have one of your little workout dance sessions, look up their artist music and continue as you continue your journey. Be like, yep, I am doing my work and I am on my path. Um,
Yeah.
but I am glad to see that you still have your smile and that you are still shining.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being open to having this all intuitive conversation with me.
This was awesome and amazing, Felicia. Thank you so much. I truly love watching your episodes, and I was really looking forward to our time of connection. And, I do feel that you and I connected when we initially met. And so I'm proud of you and just thankful that our paths crossed and that we've made a connection and that we've had this moment today. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're so welcome. Thank you, Bobbie. And thank you for those that have watched and sat in the far and encouraged Bobbie and I during this time. If you're interested in being a guest on All Intuitive Conversation, just reach out to me on LinkedIn. And until we meet again, this has been an All Intuitive Conversation.